So Mark, that is a really nice bright white shirt you got on today.
Oh, well, thank you, Lisa. It reminds me of my youth. I'd always wear white shirts in the summertime.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's neat. Say, what's the episode about this week?
Well, this week I'm with Fred and Suze Precht up way north in northeastern Minnesota, and they're trapping otter, and they're a lot of fun to be with. I really enjoyed it, so
That sounds like fun.
I hope everybody else does too.
Yep.
These bloodshot eyes of knowledge, too proud to ever behold the all that is this and nothingness out on the bad river road, out on the bad river road.
What's the plan today? I've got Fred and Suze from northern Minnesota. Then they do have the Minnesota accent.
Northern.
Yeah.
I betcha.
Somewhat.
So we're gonna check some traps for otter, correct?
Yep, we got a couple dozen traps that have been soaking for a couple of nights, and we're hoping to connect on an otter or two, possibly a beaver. It's been cold. We might have a little issues with some ice, but we're just hoping for the best. I've done well in the past trapping otters under these conditions.
Susie, how long have you trapped?
For about 20 years. I never trapped before I met my husband Fred, but I've been his helper and trap partner for about 20 years.
Yeah.
It's been fun. I love to be outside and exploring and to try to figure out where the animals are and how to best trap them.
Would you stop it?
I just
Is that necessary?
This is actually Kusi Lake, although it's not much of a lake anymore. And this stream, according to the map, goes into another lake, which would make it an ideal otter location. And I have otters here. Looks like we have oh, he didn't get in that trap. Should have probably had that mink, so we gotta check what's going on. Put the trigger in the middle. We'll at least take a mink if we have the opportunity, because he's here, you know. And this is his access to the open water where he can fish. I always like to put it by a stick type of a thing. So the mink, he's been living here, just brushing his whiskers against my triggers a couple times a day, several times per day, I should say.
He has no idea, Fred. To him, life is good.
Yeah. There's otters.
Ooh, good slide. Cool.
Let's see if somebody went through there or if they went around. There, now I feel like he didn't come here for nothing. See the outline of his body. And he was going up through that. And there's the family. That's why you got a gang set for him. which I didn't do here. This is, I guess I need my spring squeezer.
Weeby Trapline Adventures is brought to you by the all-new Weeby Tala replaceable scalpel blade knife, available now at WeebyKnives.com, and by Naturally Bob Pet Shampoo. Pet Safe Shampoo, available at Shields.com.
Yeah, I heard that too, as Jockey was in the buffet putting away the food. Ice cream, the whole works, not a bit of salad. Hey, yeah, 3 sawbucks on Nestle Quick. Hey, I gotta go. I got some guy with a camera here.
Hey Mark, what knife do you have in your pocket today?
Oh, well, let me show you. I got the brand new one out by Weeby. The Weeby Tala.
Oh, tell me a little bit about that.
Well, it's a big version of the normal Wicked Sharps. Look at the size of this thing. And it's got a replaceable blade. And that baby is sharp. I can't wait to use it out in the field. And guys are gonna love it for deer hunting. Comes with 3 extra blades, a pouch, and when that knife goes dull, and it won't go dull for a while, you just replace it. The Weeby Tala.
There, now I feel like you guys come here for nothing.
He was playing before he got here, is he?
Oh, he's with his family. Average otter. Happy to see one. 280 got him right behind it. He never moved the trap out of the bed. Hard to believe they come up through this current, but I catch a lot of them that way. And there may have been more ice here, and that was his way to get into the pond. That's kind of happiness.
Yeah, nice catch.
This is an old Montgomery. I think they were an MJ something 600, 8.5 inch crossbred. It's a good otter trap. They bolt and squeezes tight. They're not super strong, but they're lethal. They have a nice system too with this dog is flat.
Oh yeah.
So it doesn't, grind on the animal's fur. They bed nice too because they got a kind of a nice stance. You can only use the outside notch, and I kind of file things a little bit to give it a little more tension to be able to stay set in the current. I always break up the outline. hopefully some of that family will come back. Could have been as many as 4 of them. He didn't thrash around too much, caused too much commotion, so maybe they're not afraid of the spot. Otherwise, they go around.
Weeby Trapline Adventures is brought to you by Weeby Big Game Skinning and Processing Knives, available now at WeebyKnives.com, and by FurTakerTV.com, the largest selection of trapping videos online.
Out on the bad river road.
Well, I'm going to rock your world right now. Listen closely. AstroTurf was a big scam.
So now that we caught an otter, got to get the tag out. So you got to mark the month and punch it out, the date, and then AM or PM. So this is our second one we got this season so far. So the ticket number is number 2. So hooray!
And so you don't put that on the otter or anything?
Once we store it, we have to have it wherever it is. So like this will go into the freezer and it has to stay in the same room. So I'll have to rip this off then.
Okay.
So after it's tanned, I block it out, which means to cut the fur open. And when you block things out, you're gonna put a little bit of water and stretch the leather so that it's more consistent in the thickness. And to start off really slow, I started making koozies. So the first thing I needed to do is to make a pattern that would go around a can. And decided that was the pattern, and this is my bonus sewing machine. This is a bee machine, and I start sewing.
So this machine could be how old?
This is, we're thinking it's about 100 years old, give or take. I'm not really sure of the year.
I wonder where it's all been.
Yeah.
And how long have you been sewing for?
Let's see, I've been sewing for about 6 years, 6 or 7 years. And it was just a little bit of practice and monkeying around. I got to know this machine really well, so it's easy to maintain. It's my favorite one because this can sew thicker fur. I also have an A machine that's for thinner fur. But to do this, you just open up the rollers. And of course, like any sewing, you want to put the right sides together. I'm going to turn this on. This starts out loud and then it's... And for sewing with fur, you got to tuck it all in and just sew the very edge. Sometimes there's a guide on here, but I've gotten used to it, so I don't really need it. And it just sews away. This is a pretty easy project because it's just a straight line.
Is this a koozie here you're making?
This is a can koozie, yep. And this is beaver, which is a little more fun. It's thicker, it's more poofy. It's fun to hold when you're having a beverage.
And this is one of the beaver that you or your husband Fred trapped.
Yep, this is what we trapped. We went and got it tanned, and then I take the tanned material and process it and make something out of it.
And some of these beaver you trap for the county because they needed somebody to get rid of them, so they paid you to trap them.
Yep.
And then now they're going to be used by somebody somewhere.
Yep. That's correct. So I will sew then around here to finish it off, and then this is an insulated actual koozie and now it's fur lined. And it's kind of fun.
Looks cool. Do you happen to have one of your koozies for a bottle?
Yes, I do. This idea came from my husband. He said you should have the face on there. So this is the same thing. I will block out the muskrat, and this is actually hand sewn because you can't, this machine wouldn't be able to do that. The the needle and the arm would get stuck on there. So this is actually hand sewed, and I made a pattern. I keep monkeying with the pattern to make it faster and easier. And so then you have a little koozie with a face.
It zips up.
And if you're not careful, you get a whisker up your nose. It's very much fun.
Well, what'd you get, Fred?
Got another one. Not the biggest one in the world, but so it'll take two to make it head. It'll work in the river I could find. And I modified this trigger so it can cover most of the opening, because I noticed on these traps I've been catching animals by their back legs or by their hips, and I don't want that.
Weeby Trapline Adventures is brought to you by the all-new Weeby Mila Fillet Knife for fishermen, available now at WeebyKnives.com, and by DakotaLineFur.com, the largest selection of quality graded tanned furs.
So that's wider, and is it taller than a 330?
Yeah, it's a couple more inches taller, and then they welded an extra jaw in there so it pinches pretty tight, closes. I know because I had both my hands in one. Susie had to rescue me. First I heard the list of demands, you know. Let's see. Yeah, this will work. Actually, that's pretty good. It's just off the bottom. It's swinging free. It's clear. And then because it's rocky here. So this is pretty much centered in the deepest channel. I dug out the bottom a bit. It's all rocky, so rely on these steel stakes. I put one on each side of the my pole so the trap can't swing. This dive stick is holding it off the bottom enough so it'll clear when it closes. Then I just camouflage them with extra stuff.
And you also should know you have it wired off to this tree.
Yep, this trap's going to be here when I come back. Nice little stream, but it flows for miles, and it goes into a bigger river. That goes into a bigger river, and it's just an endless chain. And the otters just keep on up and down, make a continuous loop. This is a young one. We want Dad and Grandpa. Oh, that's okay. Okay, the last set of the day, and that's otter number 8, so we are filled out. This was on that long walk in to Inga Creek, where I had trapped 10 years ago, and I guess it's still good. It's beautiful out here this evening, and Susie's smiling because she knows we're done. Once again, wish you were here, Mark, to share all this happiness and peacefulness. We got a nice reflection in that beaver dam. A few big Minnesota Isabella boulders. Nice river valley. And definitely some more peaceful waters. Nice way to end the day.
Well, Mark, that really was a good episode this week.
Yeah, I agree. I enjoyed that. And thank you to all our viewers for watching. Until next time, peaceful waters.
More coffee, sir?
Oh, sure, Flam.
You got a little something on there. Oh.
Hey, Ronnie. Suppose I could drive?
Wait, what'd you say?
Can I drive your boat?
I don't know, Ron.
I don't think so. The way you've been shooting, if you drive like you shoot them neutrals, we're gonna say no.
The whole wide world's at your fingertips.